So after those little online projects with roller coasters and pendulums, I hope that you understand the conservation of energy a little bit better. But I wonder, do you have absolute faith in the conservation of energy? Do you really believe in it? And do you believe in it as much as these people? Well, we'll see.
Nose basher. When Bill raises the bowling ball to his nose and is about to let it go without pushing it, the total energy of the ball is all in the form of gravitational potential energy. But as the ball swings down to its low point at the bottom, that potential energy continuously decreases as the ball's kinetic energy increases. By the time the ball has swung back up to its high point near Bill's nose, it has lost all its kinetic energy but gained back almost as much potential energy as it had when he first released it. This is why Bill is still smiling. We'll find out why the ball doesn't quite swing back to its starting point in our next demonstration.
One of the previous classes had put morons hit by the bowling ball and had put like 4 marks up there. Well, as that class came in, I had to assure the class they wouldn't do it, that the only way that you would get hit is if you gave it an extra push. Well, as I did the push like this, I put my hands out to catch it, but I didn't have such a firm grip like I did then, so it came up and busted me right in the chin. And of course, everybody was laughing. And at that point, the string was a little bit longer, and you would actually back up to the wall. So it hit my chin, and I hit my head on the wall. And of course, everybody's just dying. It's just chaos, everybody laughing. Well, Matt got up, and he walked to the board, and he added another moron to the list. So I'm really the only moron to be hit by the ball. Now, you have to be careful. Let me share with you the problems to the scenario here. People will pull it back, and they lean back because they're afraid, but as soon as they let go, they rock forward. That'll cause a problem. The first time you do it, it's intense. You're just like, you just know it's going to end. You see, it's like a delay thing. It's like all of a sudden they move forward. Okay.
Get the marker ready.
Terrain was like he's gonna kiss me.
Oh,
If you don't trust me, do it yourself. That way, if you get hit, you'll be mad at yourself. Oh, he's not even. That ain't even fun.
real close. Kiss it. Nick, kiss it. Kiss it. Oh, he's gonna kiss it. He rocked.
We'll get him right between the 4 eyes.
Oh God.
See where you can get. Oh, it's up to you.
Closer.
You can put her on the wall. Yeah, she's so tall. You rock that much, you'll get knocked out.
Right there.
My style is the bomb, the dang, the dang, diggy, diggy.
Testicular cancer.
Well, nobody got hit in the nose, so I guess the conservation of energy works after all. The gravitational potential energy that ball has is converted into kinetic energy, and then when it comes back up, it comes back into gravitational potential energy, and there's just no way that it can end up with more than it started with, because there's no other source of energy involved. So they know that ball can't come up higher than it was at the beginning. It can't hit them in the face. Pretty cool, huh? Well, there's just one last detail that remains for us to wrap up the conservation of energy. And that is, I've told you that energy is not created or destroyed, but from a certain point of view that's not entirely true. Because sometimes mass turns into energy. And so in a way, energy is being created. And sometimes energy can turn into mass. And it's sort of like energy is being destroyed. And so a better way to talk about the conservation of energy and the conservation of mass is to say that together energy and mass cannot be created or destroyed. They can just change form. Energy can change into mass, or it can change from one type of energy to another. Mass can change into energy, but altogether the total amount of mass and energy is conserved. And here's someone who knows a lot about that. Let's go see who that is over there. Oh my goodness, it's Mr. Albert Einstein. And what's he got there in his book? Several equations. The top one is about the curvature of space and time and how it relates to mass and gravity. That's his theory of general relativity. Second one, that's the one he actually won his Nobel Prize for. That's the photoelectric effect. It talks about how light can knock electrons off of atoms and proves that light is not just a wave. And the last one there, we all know that, E equals mc squared. That is all about the relationship between energy and mass. Cool. Thanks for sharing that, Albert. What do you think? Aha. And we'll talk to you later.